still Spartan tech. No surprises here, the MX-5 RF's tech has changed very little since we last reviewed the Miata. There's a new 4.6-inch TFT color information display in the instrument cluster that replaces the 2016 model's black and white unit, but the 7-inch Mazda Connect infotainment in the center of the dashboard is unchanged. That Mazda Connect system is about as bare bones as cabin tech comes while still covering most of the bases for features. It's available with navigation, voice command, USB and iPod connectivity, satellite radio and Bluetooth for hands-free calling and audio streaming. It lacks Android Auto, Apple CarPlay or any sort of audio streaming app integration, though Mazda has hinted that it may be adding the such functionality at a later date via software update. There's a standard CD player on board, but its placement between the seats at the driver's elbow is probably the worst I've ever seen. The movable cup holders are better than those on my personal 1999 Miata, but that's not saying much and they're still pretty terrible. I ended up just removing and tossing them in the trunk. There's also nowhere I could find to place my phone while driving that was in reach of either the USB port on the center console, which simply will not charge an Android phone, or the sole 12-volt outlet tucked deep in the passenger footwell, which I had to go on hands and knees to even find. So charging a smartphone during longer trips is also a challenge. I get that tech is not the point of a car like the MX-5. This is an anti-tech car, a Spartan driving experience that places a pure driving experience above all. To this end, the MX-5 RF boasts exceptional ergonomics, everything from the seating position to the placement of the steering wheel, shift lever and pedals is just perfect. I just want my phone charged and out of the way while I'm driving, so I don't have to think about it. The Grand Touring trim level is available with blind spot monitoring, which is more useful than you might think due to enlarged blind spots created by the RF's roof, lane departure alert and rear cross-traffic alert while reversing. There are no intervention technologies or anything that affects the operation of the vehicle. The driver is always in control and totally connected to the driving experience. A rear camera would be nice, but even with the RF's reduced visibility relative to the Roadster, it's not necessary. There's not much car behind the driver's seat anyway.